happened just before 7 o'clock this morning when Wheat Ridge police officers stopped to help a stranded SUV near 38th and Kipling. Little did the officers know the SUV was stolen, and moments later the suspect started shooting and then drove off, leading police on a chase. 9 News reporter Jessica Zartler has more on what happened next.
We're hearing that shots were fired at an officer.
In the last moments of the chase, the suspect rammed a stolen SUV into a Wheat Ridge police cruiser. Both cars caught fire, flames shooting out of the windows just feet from nearby homes.
That police car just blocked him before he could go any further, and it was loud, and he just took off right out of his car, running like a madman.
Neighbors watched the suspect make a run for it, with officers close behind.
For the officers to jump out that fast, I was shocked because that was a pretty heavy impact, but they were right on its tail.
The suspect had already shot at another police car just minutes before. 3 shots through the windshield, barely missing the officer.
But we're grateful that it doesn't appear that anyone was seriously injured, and that's quite a blessing.
Wheat Ridge officers called for help from 2 other police agencies. Sky 9 captured backup racing to the crash scene near 35th and Fenton.
Well, one of the police cars came ripping down this way, which is when we ran out of the house, and then this guy came just flying down here.
While firefighters worked to put out the fire, officers were on a manhunt with guns drawn and canines following a scent.
It's like, oh, this is getting kind of serious.
Minutes later, the canines picked up on a scent in a house just a few blocks away. Officers kicked in the door and pulled out the suspect in handcuffs, wobbly and dragging his feet. Investigators say he had minor injuries from the crash. Paramedics wheeled him into the ambulance.
Also had to go on lockout while all of this was happening. Those 8 schools are now back to normal. And Gary, police have not released the suspect's name at this point. They tell me he is in the hospital being treated for minor injuries and now facing several charges, including attempted murder, eluding, and burglary.
It is just amazing nobody else was hurt or killed in this thing this morning. I mean, it was just huge.
Yeah, Gary, the officers and I were standing around, we're just staring at the wreckage, and I mean, melted metal and everything. It's very unbelievable.
All right, Jessica, thank you very much. Appreciate it.